There you go.
There you go.
Look at that.
That's a different... Where are we?
We're at a pub. We're going to get some real world views.
Real world?
Real world.
Real world.
Right, from a pub for a pub test.
Yep, not even AI.
Yeah. So we're going to see what the locals think.
Yep. We'll ask them a few questions, see what they know about the digital ID.
That's it.
And how far their knowledge goes, and do they agree with it?
Yeah, do they agree with our thoughts
That's it.
for the pub test? So we'll get on with it.
Let's go.
Good on you.
We are here today at the Royal Hotel in Bacchus Marsh. We're going to talk to some locals about the digital identity pub test.
That's it.
The pub test.
The pub test.
The pub test. We're going to
Does
find
it
out.
pass the pub test?
That's right. So this week's question was digital identity. Does it pass? Is it good? Is it bad? Do the local people here have the same opinions that we do? What are your thoughts?
What do you know about digital ID first? Like, what's your broad range, roughly?
I know, like, in China, they're doing it heaps, and, like, if you're jaywalking and stuff, it all comes onto, like, a point system. You can't get into places if you've got a low point system.
Yep.
And stuff like that. But
Where did you hear this?
just on the internet.
Yeah.
Just videos.
Was it a podcast by Al? Because he did actually do one just on that.
Oh, nah.
Because I went to China and I was seeing all this sort of shit.
Oh, yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
it was just through videos and stuff that...
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch videos, podcasts, Joe Rogan and everything.
Yeah, Joe Rogan talks about it.
That's a big channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
He's a big name.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts? Do you know about
I
digital
don't
ID?
really know much about it.
Okay.
Do you tap your phone?
What? Do I
Do you
tap?
tap your phone to pay
Pay
for
ID.
Oh,
stuff?
yeah, pay ID and all
So you know
that.
something
Do
about it.
you have a license? Do you have a digital license on your phone?
No, I don't.
You don't?
You know that's
you
coming,
I know,
don't you?
yeah, you can, like, already, like,
Oh.
if you got the Vic Roads
already
app.
out.
Yeah, if you got the Vic
didn't
Roads
know
app, you
that.
click on it,
Yep.
Yeah.
you log
Yeah.
into your account.
Did
there.
you need to use your digital identity during COVID to get into a pub or
I wasn't old
show
enough
a
back
tick?
then.
No?
Yeah.
No, I
No,
wasn't.
did you?
Nah, not, like, to get into work, we had to use, like, your vaccination card. That's...
Yeah, but you didn't have to show it on your phone?
Nah.
They didn't have to scan a QR code to get the tick.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you did. You had this, like, in all our introductions on work sites, you have to, like, scan your QR code.
Yeah.
And, like, nowadays,
yeah.
it's all online, so you scan your QR code.
But
Yeah.
do you remember how they said that, oh, by the way, this is all voluntary?
Yeah,
You remember them saying it's all voluntary?
And then you can't do it unless you can't
Yeah,
do it unless
exactly.
you do it.
Yeah.
It's
that-
voluntary, but you can't get
That's
in.
okay.
Yeah.
You can't go to work. You can't do anything. Be part of society. But we
Yeah.
didn't force you to do anything.
Yeah, exactly how it was, too.
So future, so that was for COVID, but future for digital identity, when you've got your bank accounts linked via your phone, you've got your license on there, you can't transfer or sell vehicles without going online through Vic Roads.
Yeah,
a lot of
Your
different
smart
things.
meter at home, electricity is all done through
And as soon as
digital
someone's smart
means.
enough, they get your account details, and they like hack your account and your bank. They've got
Yep.
your ID. They've got everything that you.
How many times have you heard that already?
Yeah.
Where,
And
you know,
the government
medical
people will
record.
tell you.
Yeah,
The
your medical
government.
records, they know everything about you as soon as they hack your account.
Yep.
Go back to the old system with cash. The only way you're going to get hacked is if they steal your wallet. Cash is king. Cash is king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think then? Do you think that digital identity, if it comes in, would pass the pub test? Do you think that everyone
Like, is it a good thing?
would want it? Or
Probably
I
not.
don't think so.
No,
Like,
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
I'm 24.
21,
Tomorrow.
24. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's the younger generation don't even want it.
Good people are
Yeah.
born this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Even though it's convenient,
It is.
and people still don't want it.
Yeah, like what if the power goes out or like the system drops or something? Like,
Yep.
what do you do?
Exactly. Well, how many times does it happen? You go to the petrol station and you're gonna have to
Gotta
pay
pay
by
cash.
cash because our computer's down.
Yeah.
All right.
No reception in
Yeah,
there as well.
that's it.
Comes
Can't
with the
go
factor.
home and watch YouTube because the power's out.
I can't have that. You need a backup generator
Just for YouTube.
just for YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, sounds to me like that's 1 point for not passing the pub test.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you very much.
What do you reckon digital ID actually is right now? What do you
We'll
reckon
start
it is? Yeah.
What do I think it is?
Yeah.
It is a broad, like, You can have digital ID on your mobile phone, so it's for probably Vic roads, like driver's license, passport, everything on one ID.
I didn't even know you could get your license on that now.
You can.
Now you can, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
What
I
else?
think
What do you
is.
reckon it is? Digital ID when they
For
say...
your ID, which I'm sort of against, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
There's, for instance, I went into the bank the other week and I cancelled my card and I had my licence, but they wanted the digital one on the app, and I'm not really I'm against apps. Not against them. I struggle with them.
Yeah.
So when they wanted...
Yeah, they wanted me to show the digital one.
And they wouldn't
So-
accept your standard driver's license.
But I do have
Yeah.
the app for Westpac, and I was in there and I banked with them, so I
Yeah.
could show them that, and they knew that I'd cancelled 2 cards.
Yeah.
But still, they wanted digital only.
Yeah.
So
Right.
to me, it was otherwise, they could only give you $50 a day, which didn't help with the purchase I just got and needed. So
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's
What are your thoughts on digital ID?
I think we're heading towards China. I think Australia is going to be similar
100%.
to China very, very soon.
Yep.
Sooner than we think.
Yeah. What parts
And-
of China?
All of it, all like the digital ID part, where everything is on your phone.
Social credit system.
Your money, social credit system, your points, everything. Whereas, like, you get caught walking across the street against a red light,
Yep.
you'll get fined without even knowing it.
Yep.
It'll just come up on your point system that you got caught jaywalking.
Yeah. And what do you say to people who say that it's more convenient? Do you think the convenience of digital ID with your
Don't
bank
need it.
accounts, do you think that outweighs
Don't need
the
it.
No.
security issues?
No.
or-
I mean, it is convenient.
It's
And we
convenient,
all get
yeah.
suckered into it.
That's right.
But it's still shit.
That's like the tap and go now, where it's convenient, but where some shops now don't accept cash.
Yep.
So it's gotten to the point of madness where your normal currency isn't allowed anymore,
Yeah. Even though it's legal tender.
even though it's legal tender. That's right.
Yeah.
True.
Were you guys aware that it's already passed through the Senate
Yeah.
and they're just ready to enact it whenever they feel like it?
No, it wasn't.
It's gone
Is it?
through
So it's
both
been
houses of
passed.
Parliament. It's
I
gone
was
through the
passed.
Senate,
Yeah, right.
and it's been
Did they
voted
tell
up.
you who opposed it? Or did we get to
Did
know
they?
who
Yeah, I
didn't
opposed
know
it
that
and
one,
who
yeah.
actually went for it?
Didn't look into it that far,
have to
but
go
I know
online.
It
that
wasn't just Labor and Greens, was it?
it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's already passed. It's they're just going to enact it whenever it suits them now.
There you go. So
I
we're
don't
not,
think
we're
it's
not
good.
for it.
In the end, every camera, would can recognise you in the end as it gets further, and I mean that could be even.
With the camera recognition on your face.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But that could be anyone even hacks into it, wants to know where you are.
Yeah,
or what
that's
you're
That's
doing.
the other problem.
While you're
With
out, they
black
could
out,
go and
that's
rob
it.
you or anything. Like who knows? Like.
And
how
what do
far
you
it can
think
go.
about the fact that they're getting rid of gas and making everybody go on smart electric meters? Do you think that it's a conspiracy theory that they could use that to control you, turn your power on and off? Or do you think it's a legitimate concern when everything is linked that a smart meter as well could become part of the problem where they can just flick a switch?
I think the first one.
You think it's a conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
I don't know what's. I don't even know why
Nothing's
they're getting
wrong
rid of
with
gas.
gas.
Like it comes from us. Like
Yeah.
No, with the power. So if it could,
Yeah, it's like
with
switching
power they can switch
gas
power
to
off.
electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't think that, like, say, China, when they're talking about a credit score, that they could apply that then
Switch
to
it
your
off.
power
Yeah,
at home?
that's right. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
they can.
they could.
They will. Yep.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
can and they will.
Because
If
they're
they
using
can, they
too
will.
much and then they can
we
switch
get
you
the
off at
gas,
any
they should be
time.
holding
Yeah.
on to
Yeah,
that
of
as a
course.
power. Yeah,
We have
they
the
don't
largest
need it all
gas, like one of the largest gas reserves, but we sell it overseas and buy it back. It
Certainly.
makes
Well,
absolute
we
no
pretty
sense.
much give it away.
Well, we
Yeah,
give it away.
we give it away.
It's like
Yeah.
5
We
cents
give
and
it
we buy
away.
it back at like $3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could be the richest. one
That's
of the
right. They
richest
should be
resource
using that as a
countries.
bar. Like,
Same
you know,
as
just-
coal.
Okay, so how do we...
The other thing would be like you have to do grassroots here because our political system is a two-party preferred political system, which isn't really fair democracy when it's like a uni-party here. So it's really hard to do anything against our government currently.
So what do you think we could do? Have you got any ideas? Would you protest? Would you chain yourself to a tree? I don't think that works.
Yeah, I don't think I'd- yeah, I don't
Even
think
the
chain-
protests don't really work now. It's just
Yeah.
It's just for show, yeah. And if
like-
they
it's
do,
like
then
they're
you get
just doing what they
locked
want.
up.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah. So when
It's
you
a police
see,
state.
Yeah.
have you ever seen online where they advertise that it's Cash is King Day and everybody is to go and get cash out of the bank so that we can send a message to say that we still want cash to be active in a current currency, a tender that we can legally use? Have you seen those posts on Facebook?
I've seen the cash one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple
Do you
times.
ever go and go, right, I'm going to go get cash on that day?
Not really.
No, I just carry cash on me all the time.
Yeah.
It's more of a
All the time is better.
All the time,
I try to do it
100%.
just to sort of keep it flowing.
Yeah.
But everyone seems to just scan on and use the card now, and it's
But every
It's getting a bit-
couple of months, it keeps going to card only anyway. Like lots and lots more businesses
Yeah.
don't.
Card only.
I doing card only.
And would you boycott a business that did card only?
Yes.
Or will you still go there?
Sometimes, but I prefer not to be because
Yeah.
the window of choice is getting slimmer and slimmer.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
and some businesses are even stopping, like you can use your card and get cash out. Well, they're not holding cash at all.
yeah, that's
So-
right. So if you had to say whether you think this topic passed the pub test, do you think that the majority of people are for digital identity or against it?
Against.
I think majority are still against it due to the age range of Australia. Like younger kids won't know. They might grow up with a digital only, so they might see like a benefit. But but for currently, yeah, I think majority is against it so
Yeah.
far.
And yourself?
I think so as well. Just maybe
Yep.
people don't speak up enough. They're sort of just going with it. But yeah,
Yep.
I think same.
Yep. So there you go. Pub test. Ba-bong. We're talking about digital identity.
Yep.
What do you know about it?
Digital identity, you get your license is now all on your phone, credit cards, all that stuff.
Yep.
I'm not the biggest fan of it, honestly.
So do you use it when you go out? Are you a tapper on your phone? Or?
No, I barely know how to work my phone.
Yep. Okay. So digital identity is incorporating tapping your phone because it's got
Yep.
all your bank details on it. It can have your digital driver's license on it now.
Yep.
House titles are going digital. Your smart meters are digitally connected.
Vic roads.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to be
I
able to
figured that
sell
out,
your
didn't
card just to the bloke. Yeah, let's make a deal. The car's yours. Give me the thing, and
All right. So our question today, this is the pub test to find out whether or not the general public believe that the digital identity is a good thing or a bad thing.
I personally reckon it's a bad thing. Alright.
Yep.
So the more you use your card to buy things, right, the less to actually go into the business itself, right? Every time you do a EFT or FPOS transaction, there's a surcharge that a lot of people complain about, but it's actually a bank surcharge.
Yep.
So that surcharge goes to the bank, not to the small business that, you're buying from.
Yep.
So this is a family-owned pub, and a lot of the profit goes back into the pub.
Yep.
So if you're using FPOS, you're spending more for the bank than you are for the actual pub. So I personally reckon ditch the phone.
Yep.
Things were so
And
much
double
easier when
check.
it was just letters.
Well, that's right. I mean, you have $100 bill. You get that $100 bill. You've earned it.
Yep.
You go to the shops with that $100 bill, and you can buy $100 worth
Yeah.
of whatever you want with it. If you have a card that's got $100 on it, and you tap that at the shop, you don't get $100 anymore. You get 97.
You get about 99.99
There you go,
because
99.99.
the credit and FPOS transactions do work in the 1 cent, whereas if you're doing it in cash, you don't get the 1 cent no more.
That's
we
right,
work
and
in
that's-
5 and 10 cents.
And that's per transaction, isn't
Yes.
it? So if you have one transaction where you're spending $100, you get one fee. But if in that $100 you've got 10 transactions, that's 10 fees
Yep.
that you're paying out of that $100.
But also going by the FPOS transaction with the bank charge, if you want to pay, say, $140 on it, your bank, the FPOS machine that's through the bank will charge you another fee, which is like a 1 point something %. So you want to try, paying $140 for a meal, you end up paying $144 or something like that. Like,
Yep.
I think I did a transaction of $143 and something cents, and it bumped it up to $144.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Yep.
it
there's
sucks,
nothing you can do.
but there's nothing I can actually do about it.
That's right.
So
That's right.
yeah.
And so do you think if digital identity comes in, and when we talk about that, is actually a bill has been passed
It's already gone through both houses of Parliament.
It's already approved.
Been
they're just
passed.
waiting to flick the switch to use it, although
Yep.
nobody has voted for it.
Right.
So you can see how that would then affect you from a business perspective as
Yeah.
well as personally.
Yeah.
Yep. And do you ever worry about the security side of it with all the data
Oh.
being linked and everybody
Well,
having
yeah.
your information?
So some DJ nights, I've had people, at the bar, they're waving their phones around because they're obviously getting drunk at a pub.
Yep.
And someone will be standing next to them, they'll order their drink, and they'll go, card please. So I'll shift the FPOS machine over to them.
Yep.
But the other person's moved their arm, and their phone's tapped on it.
Yep.
And it's just, they paid for it.
And there's nothing you can do.
And there's nothing I can do.
Well, there you go. That's how easy you can end up paying for someone else's drinks at the pub.
And it happened like just the other week. I had someone that ordered $56 worth of drinks.
Yep.
And some other Joe Blow paid for it because
Nice.
he didn't know how to.
Yeah.
He just moved the wrong way and paid for it.
There you go.
Wow.
So it's not just an issue with worrying about your data and worrying about your personal details, but it's that simple that you can lose money paying for someone else's thing just for waving your arms around, as we do in conversation.
Yep.
There you go.
That's why I tend to either, if I'm going, no cash, I just use the card that's fair dinkum in my hand.
Yeah, because you've got to get that closer, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I just go cash.
Yep.
Because it's not worth. And plus, phones can get hacked as well. We've had, Optus has been hacked. You've had numerous phone companies been hacked. You've had banks go down.
Yeah.
If you're using your phone for payments and all that stuff, what are you going to do when bank goes down?
That's
and
right.
You can't tap on your phone because it's all gone down.
That's right. Night's over.
And that means you can't buy fuel, you can't buy food.
You can't buy fuel, you can't buy food, you can't buy,
can't
the
buy
stuff
anything.
you need to live on.
Yep, that's
That's-
right. Exactly. Well, there you go. So our question today is, does the digital identity pass the pub test? Is it good or is it bad?
If you've got cash, use it.
There you go.
Cash is king and forever fucking will be.
Yeah.
The trouble is, though, that more and more businesses are opting to go card only.
That is the problem. But we're a fair dinkum pub, so
You won't.
give us your
There
cash.
you go. So I'm down to the Royal Hotel in Bacchus Marsh. Bring your cash. Nice people.
We're big stirrers, so you'll get a good laugh.
That's right. All right. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you very much.
All good.
We're here at the pub. Digital identity. We've heard a lot of things about people what to say. Now we need to know what the chicks say about digital identity. What do you think? How do you feel about everything being interlinked digitally? Your bank details, Vic roads, medical information.
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like it. I'm old-fashioned.
Yep.
I like my cash. I like my cards. I like my bills in the mail.
Yep. You can write on it that you've paid
Yes,
it.
yes, I am. I actually am.
Yeah.
I like old-fashioned. I like to stamp it, and I like to date it.
Yep.
And I don't like that everything's digital because it can get hacked and it can turn to shit really, really quickly.
Yeah. So have you been in a situation before where you've been out and you've tried to pay for something and the power's gone out or the internet gone down?
Yes.
Yep.
I have been at Woolies and my app crashed and I couldn't transfer money from one to another to pay for my groceries.
Yep. And then you feel terrible, don't you?
Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Very, very
That's
terrible.
right.
It's very, very embarrassing.
It is, isn't it? And how do you think you feel if that was on a different level where you had gone out to do something and you couldn't pay for something, not because the internet's gone down, because you've been a naughty girl and someone said, you know what, we're just going to flick that no button and you're not allowed to go and spend money on groceries because you're in trouble, or you can't buy the fuel you want to because you're in trouble.
Oh, no, thank you. It's my money. Let's do what I want with it.
Exactly.
It's happening right now in China. That's exactly what they're doing, the social credit score.
Yep. So
Oh.
if you've been
It's
naughty, you
linked.
can't get on a train
Yeah.
and you can't
buy a
access your
ticket,
money.
that's right.
Oh, what is this world coming to?
That's
no,
right.
I don't like it.
So it's probably a bit of an overreach of control, do you think?
Yes, 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 I do.
Yeah. Okay.
What
So
she
our aim today is the pub test. So
Mm-hmm.
we're obviously at the pub and we're asking people, does it pass the pub test, as in do we like it, or does it fail the pub test? What do you think?
We don't like it.
Don't like it?
Don't like it.
Ba-bong. Well, I think talking to everybody today, I don't think there's been one person that actually likes it. I think we all...
Yeah, with majority.
Yes, I think we all agree that there's definitely some convenience with digital technology, being able to tap our cards and
Yeah, that's
everything
convenient.
being in one place. But is it worth the cost of our security? Is it worth our freedom? Is it an overreach of control? I think everybody agrees that it's just not worth the risk.
Yeah.
But now, do you want to be shocked?
What?
Do you realise that the bill for this digital ID has been passed in both houses of Parliament already,
of course it has.
including the Senate, and they can enact it whenever it suits them.
Do you remember being asked how you feel about it?
No. Do we get asked about anything?
I don't remember getting asked how I feel about it.
Yeah, no,
They
just
just do
do
what
it.
they want when they want.
That's right. So,
Just little puppets.
yep.
Sheep
Exactly.
is more like the word.
Sheep.
That's what we are.
Sheeple.
Sheeple. That's it.
That's right. Well, there you go. Another person who's definitely not for digital ID.
No, not at all.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.
See you later.
Bye.